There is only one way to get there in the end, and I don't want to go without you, my friend. No matter who you are, you took your time and you came this far, and still so far to go.
Introducing the first all web-based trust accounting software, ioltatrust.web.
I'm cutting up this humble pie and I hope we get to eat it, 'cause all those who forget their past are bound to repeat it. There ain't no free will in a dollar bill when you're standing at the bottom of a great big hill, getting tangled in the briars of the others. I hope we're stuck together and maybe we ain't got nothing left to show, and I ain't got no place else to go. If you want to hear a chord, you gotta do a little shucking. I'll keep mucking at it, looking at it, tucking down the only road I know.
Attorneys holding client funds for short periods of time are required to deposit said funds in an Interest on Lawyers Trust Account, or IOLTA account. Funds that will earn less interest than the cost of opening and maintaining a separate or individual trust account are required to be deposited in the attorney's or the firm's IOLTA account. This requirement is mandatory in all states. The interest earned in your IOLTA account pays for nonprofit and other public-oriented legal services, benefiting communities and citizens in all 50 states. Your state's local disciplinary rules outline the procedures for setting up and maintaining an IOLTA account. The rules of trust accounting differ from the ordinary checking account. There are several unique steps which must be taken when depositing and caring for client funds in order to safeguard said property from loss and/or theft. A major reason for attorney discipline is mismanagement of client funds. Improper management and bookkeeping may cause you to commingle attorney funds with client funds or otherwise improperly mishandle those funds. Proper money and property accounting and management is essential in your practice. ioltatrust.com web-based secure trust accounting software makes this daunting task so easy. Even a lawyer can do it. In setting up one's IOLTA account, make sure your bank has been approved by your state's IOLTA Committee. Your IOLTA account must be labeled so it is identified as a client fund account, for example, the Law Office of Attorney Jack Safecents IOLTA account, or Safecents Law Office Client Funds Trust Account. The attorney's focus in maintaining client funds will center on proper documentation of the flow of client funds and proper maintenance of account balances and client accounts. Attorneys who manually maintain their IOLTA accounts run the risk of overdrafts of the account, which will result in a letter from your bank to your state's bar counsel and an audit of your accounting history and practices and possible discipline. ioltatrust.com and its system of checks and balances will make sure you are IOLTA compliant. Your main tools for maintaining your IOLTA account are: number 1, the account ledger or your master ledger; number 2, the client ledger; number 3, your bank statement; and 4, the reconciliation. Other documents you will need to safeguard are deposit slips, paperwork identifying the source of the deposit, client settlement statements, and billing records. The account ledger or master ledger is your record of deposits into and withdrawals from your IOLTA account, along with running balances. The ledger will indicate the source of your deposit, the type of deposit or withdrawal, and will show a running balance and the identity of the client and client matter related to each transaction. The monthly ending balance of your ledger may differ from your bank's ending balance on your statement, as some deposits and checks may not have cleared at the end of the month. For example, If you have one deposit that has not cleared at the end of a month, your bank balance will be that amount less than the balance indicated on your master ledger until the funds actually become available in your bank account. This will be important during your account reconciliation, which you must perform at least every 60 days. This step is made simple by using ioltatrust.com. You can break down your master ledger into monthly ledgers simply by adding in the month and year in the Filter Ledger column and clicking on Filter Ledger. Worried about bouncing checks? Write the wrong amount overdrawn in your IOLTA account and we'll let you know. Your client ledger will record all the deposits made on your client's behalf, the source of the deposit, and the client matter or subject of the deposit. Deposit slips and other identifying documents must be retained along with any settlement statements or billing records. All withdrawals and deposits will be recorded chronologically, and running balances will be maintained. Your client ledger will record all deposits and withdrawals made on your client's behalf, the source of the deposit, and the client matter or subject matter of the deposit. Deposit slips and other identifying documents must be retained along with any settlement statements or billing records. All subsequent withdrawals and deposits will be recorded chronologically and running balances will be maintained. All funds in the IOLTA account shall be client funds, accepting interest which is deposited and withdrawn electronically and automatically by the bank paid to your state's IOLTA Committee. The only other funds allowed in your IOLTA account are small sums deposited by the lawyer to cover incidental bank fees and charges. These amounts will be recorded and maintained in a client account labeled Attorney Funds. You should never allow funds to be paid out of your IOLTA account by cash transactions. All withdrawals shall be identifiable and you must maintain pre-numbered checks for your account. You are allowed to accept retainers through bank card payments. However, check with your bank to properly arrange to set up this process. Bank statements. Your bank statement will be especially relevant when you perform your account reconciliation. Reconciliation. This step must be performed at least every 60 days. A reconciliation looks at your monthly ending client balance in your client ledger and compares that to the ending balance in your bank statement, which should be adjusted for outstanding checks and outstanding deposits, and your master ledger. These three monthly ending balances should be the same. This ensures that you have not commingled client funds and you have managed your IOLTA Trust account successfully.